I've been here the whole time.
Hey, be a squid and subscribe to my mediocrity.
How's it going, everybody? Today is another drama bullshit ass video that I really didn't want to make, but unfortunately this was on me. I fucked this up. I'm the one that invited this person to my guild. I'm the one that I didn't really cause the problem, but because I invited him, it was basically just I was, you know, this is on me, really. So the context for this video is I invited this person to the guild, and you know, it was kind of all right for the past couple days, and then slowly this person's personality kind of started to shine through, and he's not a very good person at all. Has a shitty attitude, thinks he's better and above everybody else, even though he's not really that good at the game. And on top of that, he thinks he's just better than everyone because of his quote-unquote job that he works in real life. Anyway, it was only that yesterday, whenever this all went down, apparently there was a bit of fuckery that happened. I guess he was talking shit to our other guildmates, and it wasn't exactly ideal. So our guildmaster decided to kill him and kick him from the guild, and from that point on, he got very upset. Now, normally I would probably fucking be up Gray's ass for being just kind of a dick about it and killing people, but this is a special occasion where I let him do whatever the hell he wants because he legitimately had a reason. This person is an actual fucking asshole. Now, I'm all for trash talking a video game. I'm all for just, you know, fun back and forth. You know, your ninja's trash, or you're trash at the ninja, you're trash at BDO, blah, blah, blah. I'm all for that type of stuff. That's, you know, I wouldn't say friendly banter, but I get it. It's banter back and forth between, you know, just two people playing the same game going at it. I get it. But when you transcend from just trash talk banter to personal attacks and also putting people's personal information out there, that's where I draw the line. Now, after that whole ordeal went down, he decided to go and just do what he normally does, sit in fucking general chat and just talk bullshit. Just basically go in server chat and just talk bullshit. And because he overheard a conversation being in a party with Gray once, he decided to put out his information in the chat and just call him out for working at IHOP. Now, I made sure to talk to Gray and ask him if it was cool if I put this in the video, and he was totally fine with it, so it's not really that big of a secret. But for me, I wouldn't want my personal information out there, especially if I didn't give anybody permission to do so. Anyway, he decided to clown him in the screenshots here for working at IHOP, basically calling him poor and having to work for tips and, you know, just being a functional human in normal society. That's probably hands down one of the worst insults I've ever fucking seen in my life, just having to talk shit about someone's work and what they do. And I think the worst part that adds a little bit of sting for me when it comes to the situation that made it a bit more personal, at least in my eyes, is that Gray served 3 years in the military, and this is something that I admire because I can't do it myself. And on top of that, you're serving the people, and that's just, you know, you have to respect that to some degree, no matter what country you're from. If you're a country that has veterans and whatnot that serve the country, that is something that is kind of sacred, at least to me. And having lived on a military base myself, not being a military personnel or anything like that, just being a military brat, it's one of those things that I know somewhat of military life, what people have to go through, the PT, the hours, the straining, just being gone for straight up 2 fucking weeks and then coming back just riddled with bruises and all sorts of just different things. It's one of those fucking just, the military breaks you down and rebuilds you back up from scratch. Everything you learned prior to that contract is thrown out the fucking window, and you are remade into basically a new human being. And what makes this worse is that in my personal opinion, I don't think the American government does a whole lot for military veterans that serve this country. And it's one of those things that I just, you know, the government doesn't do much. And on top of that, having people say shitty things to military veterans when they don't deserve it is just an added thing that they don't deserve in real life at all, especially when it comes to just they're playing a video game and just trying to enjoy themselves and just be normal. And this went on for like a whole 30 to 45 minutes, and nobody was literally on this dude's fucking side whatsoever. It was kind of funny just watching him try and rally people to his quote-unquote cause to just shit talk a fucking lower wage worker that works for tips, in his words, as if that's some kind of degrading thing that a human has to do. It was honestly one of the most out of touch things I've seen in a very long while. I think the closest thing to that is whenever that dude went to, I can't remember, was it TwitchCon? I think it was either TwitchCon or some kind of, I think maybe VidCon actually. I don't really remember. Point being is that he went to VidCon or TwitchCon, and he basically was calling the security guard, you know, a poor ass, and he was like, do you know who I am? Do you know? As if like the security guard is just gonna instantly change his fucking mind because he said some shit that he's supposed to know, even though it doesn't fucking matter. Rules are rules. This guy was just essentially a fucking crybaby and was just talking shit to talk shit, and on top of that was mad that he got his cheeks fucking clapped by the guildmaster. I mean, it is what it is. Something interesting that transpired a little bit later on in the argument is that he started to talk about how his real job was way better than Gray's, and how he's like a wealth manager at some kind of stock market, or I don't know. I don't exactly remember what the hell he said, and I stopped recording at that point because it was literally like a whole 45 minutes of garbage, and I cannot be, I'm not gonna waste your time with that. But anyway, he decided to quote something called Moderna or Modern NA. I'm not entirely fucking sure. I'm not a stock market guy. I don't know shit about shit. Anyway, a lot of people started calling out his bullshit, and essentially he was talking about if you invest $8 1,000 times into Moderna, blah blah blah, stock market bullshit. I don't know shit about shit. Don't even bother to ask me what the fuck. But I decided to look into this myself just to see if he was not bullshitting, and it looks like he wasn't bullshitting. But the interesting thing is that all I had to do to find Moderna was type in stock market, and Moderna is one of the first things that pops up. So I cannot sit here and confirm that he's lying, but in case he was trying to bluff his way into pretending to be a stock broker, he literally, all he had to do was type in fucking stock market, and that was the first thing he could have talked about immediately. So just say. And to add to his further weirdness, he decided to say that he uses BDO to practice stock marketing, as if it's any way, shape, or form related to some degree. I'm not a stock market guy, but I can wholeheartedly probably say that if you're using BDO as some kind of reference to the real life stock market, you're probably gonna go fucking broke real quick. It's just one of those instances where you get an ignorant person just mad at whatever. I don't even know if he was mad. I don't even know what he's there to be mad at. He didn't like being in our guild for whatever fucking reason. As I recall, I don't remember anything transpiring for him to resent us in any shape or form, so whatever. But on top of that, I just don't see the reason to put someone's personal information out there without permission. It just doesn't, there's no place for that whatsoever in any video game. I don't know what kind of benefit you get out of putting someone's personal information out there, but in all honesty, you should just go fuck off for that. That is some bullshit. And no one's really mad at this situation. Keep in mind, like, we all had a good laugh after this bullshit happened and transpired. It's not like something that's personal to us. We're literally over it. We're not gonna go hunt this person. We're not gonna go find him and fuck with him. It's fine. We don't care. It's just another shitty person to just add to the list of avoid permanently. But I just felt like this is an ignorant thing that seems to happen quite often to people that think that they're above the entire universe because they either, quote, work a better job, or they pretend that they work a better job, but in reality, all I do is see this guy in fucking chat talking bullshit on the regular and doing fucking nothing. So, whatever. And as always, I'm going to tell you guys, I don't personally want you guys to attack this person. I don't want you to go fuck with them. I don't want you to do anything. Just, you know, go about your business. He's not worth it. It's just literally an ignorant fuckbag that has nothing to do with anything. And he's just going to go back to doing the same bullshit he always does. And that's talk shit. But anyway, that's going to be it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.